Hello guys and welcome to our first video tutorial on HTML, and it's an introduction to HTML. So let's introduce you all to HTML. You can find these notes on our website when you join our HTML class. What is HTML? Basically, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So um, it is what tells a browser how to display a web page. You see, it describes how to display a web page to a browser. It's as simple as that. So basically, all you have to know is a hypertext transfer, so hypertext markup language. So a simple web page is something like this. As you can see, this is HTML code here, and this code results to something like this. See, this is a heading there on the web page. There's only one content, a simple web page. However, I'm going to be explaining more on these HTML codes. If we move on down to HTML tags. So HTML tags usually come in pairs. You see, HTML tags describe an HTML element. See, say if the HTML element for the heading, we have um, the h1 tags. So they come in pairs, as I have mentioned. There is the opening tag and the closing tag. So you always have to close the tag if you do not want to have complications in your HTML document. So make sure you add that closing tag after you open it. So as you can see, the only difference between the opening and closing tag is a slash at the beginning of the tag name right there. You see? So the syntax goes like this. So the whole lot of this, the tag names and the content in them, this one is an HTML element. That's the HTML element there. These are the ones that tell a web browser whether it's a heading by tag name, whether it's a heading or it's a paragraph, etc. So now let's visualize how the HTML page structure is. So here's the thing. Every HTML document opens with an HTML tag and closes with an HTML closing tag right there. As you can see, all the tags that I've opened here have closed. That is good programming practice. So this HTML element contains two elements. So in these elements, we have the head element and the body element. Now, the head element is the one which contains information about the web page, like the title, the description, and all things like that. This is, and it also contains the character set being used in the writing the document and everything. Then comes the body. So this body element contains it's basically the body element is the visible part of the HTML document. Everything that you see on a web page, it be a heading, a paragraph, and all the other content goes in the body element. That's the visible part of the HTML document. So now that we have an idea of how the page structure is, let's go down now. We look at what to do first. So before anything else, just before you write even the HTML tag, you need to declare the document by using this doc type declaration. So this is so this tag here, this one describes the version of HTML you have used. It be HTML4, HTML3, HTML5, yes, or XML if it's XML document, or HTML. It basically tells the browser what version of HTML was used, so it knows that in this version the tag names are interpreted in this manner and the like. So this one always has to be there, and it is declared once at the top of the page. So for HTML5, it's as simple as writing this little code here. It said doc type and add HTML. That's for HTML5. For HTML4 and the others, and XML and XHTML, I mean, it's something very, very long, 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 and it's really hard to memorize if you want to make a quick web page. So that's about the document. So now, how do you start HTML? I mean, what can you? Is there a special code editor that is used? Well, the answer to that is no. Any text editor can create an HTML web page. So basically, the most basic, even the most basic web browser, I mean, the most basic text editor, like the one found in your laptop or computer, so to say, can make this HTML document. So I'm gonna demonstrate how to save documents. Save documents in HTML. So basically, say you open Notepad, or let me not bother you with Notepad at the moment, or alternatively, you can open Notepad. So I'm going to open a new file for editing. Okay, so when you right click anywhere in the folder, you go to new, click on that. You're gonna want to go to text document right there, text document. So this is a sample text document created by Notepad. So let's open this for editing. Just double click on it. Let's edit our first sample page. There we go. So this is Notepad, as you can see. So suppose you write your code. Allow me to take this code for a simple web page. Put it in here. Okay. So here's what we have. In our heading, we have it's so in our head element, we have declared that our title of this page is a simple web page, and in our body we have added a heading. H1 is an HTML tag for heading, and it closes like that. So our heading in the document, the only thing that will appear is a simple web page as a heading. So let's go add now the doc type declaration to this part of the document. Well, the document can still run smoothly without the doc type declaration. However, for other browsers, they require that you put the doc type declaration for to avoid unnecessary errors. So this is our HTML5 doc type declaration. Now, to save this document as an HTML document, you go to File, Save As. So we are going to save this file as, of course, in the document. Now, before you edit that part, you come here and put all files. When you say all files, it means you're going to you're going to you're going to add your own extension. The computer will not have to add an extension, a file extension for you. You're going to describe what kind of file it is you're saving by use of an extension. So let's say my page. We save it as my page. Then for HTML documents, they all end with dot HTML. It doesn't really matter. So you save that. Um, you can say HTML, but HTML is the most well, it's the simplest for all computers to understand. Say HTML, and you're going to have to save that. Good. So our page is saved. So now we go to documents and run it. So here's our HTML page. So we're going to open that one. So our sample page has opened. There we go. So this is our HTML page. So let's view the source code of this web document. So let's see. Basically, this page web we have written, as you can see in the debugger elements. Okay, so this is our first web page. As you can see, this is our HTML. So that's the doc type declaration we've declared here for HTML5. And this is the whole document. This can actually help you pinpoint which parts are what. So the body, as you can see, the body has been highlighted. This is the entire body. And then when you go to the heading there, the blue, it has been highlighted blue, the heading. So we have our heading there. So more elements, we just hover on the elements here. They get highlighted the side and you get to see which element is which. So thanks for watching guys, and our next video will be on HTML basics. I'm going to show you the basics of HTML. I'm sure you're all interested in knowing all this. Okay.